coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
The Lions at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their
Packer pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Throwing is Rodgers.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is DJ Chark. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 2. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And now the throw taken in by Chark. They find some up. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Down the left sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 6. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
He's going to keep this again.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Now back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On second down, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Swift.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Again, it's Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. An inside give to Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The jet sweep, Dobbs.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. They'll go with Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the delay, Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4.